What happened to the sound? What happened?
Welcome to another vlog episode, Modern Black Man Podcast. I'm already joined with the big homie, Bobby Dollars. What's happening?
What up? What?
Man, we about to talk about some things today. I'm excited, man.
Oh,
The
shit.
Lakers is, we eating, we doing well. You know what I'm saying? We about to make the playoffs. Steelers got a chance to go into the Super Bowl. What's that behind you? Is that like a truck stop sign or something like that? What's that behind you? Is that a fast food restaurant or something?
Hey, man. Hey, man.
We gonna jump into it, man. We gonna talk about
you know what?
his league.
Man, I ain't hearing nothing you talking about, bro. I should mute your ass. That's what I should have did. That is horrible, man.
Nah, man, I'm excited though. Like, it's a lot of good stuff going on in the leagues. We can talk about our favorite teams, and we got lots of updates.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the OKC Thunder, man.
What about them?
Y'all played
what
the
about
Nets
them?
last night, right? I really don't know how the game turned out. I'm not trying to be funny. I
We
ain't
won
checking
by like
scores.
25.
Y'all won by 25?
Yeah. It was like 130 to 107, some shit like that.
So y'all beat the Nets last night, right?
Yeah, damn. Is this modern deaf man or modern black man?
But I'm saying though, like y'all beat the Lakers this year, and y'all beat the Nets.
Man, we beat the Lakers twice. But they didn't have KD or Kyrie last night though. But they did have James and they had Millsap and they didn't have Patty Mills though neither. That nigga's a killer, but they ain't have him neither. You know what I'm saying? But it was a good game though, man. The Nets are the Nets, man. I mean, like y'all always the problem with the NBA and all you fair weather ass fans is the fact that y'all you're too busy worrying about the key player, the star player, the all-star player. Like y'all don't put two and two together to create the team, man. Y'all put everything on one man's back. You know what I'm saying? That's just not fair, bro. Like it's really not fair to Russ. That's why I hate the Lakers. I've always hated the Lakers. And since you asked, I hated them
When you hate them, let's hate out your heart, man.
I've never liked the Lakers. My mama used to make me watch that whack ass team when I was a kid, and it just built up a reputation for me to hate the Lakers. You know what I'm saying?
Your mother sounds like a respectable member of the community. She sounds like
you know
a wise
what, man.
woman.
Don't you ever talk about my mama like that again, brother. I don't know nothing.
Don't ever compliment your mama, man.
Don't you ever in your life say nothing about the Lakers and my mom in the same sentence ever again. That's horrible. Anyway, but when it was all said and done, I will say I respected Worthy and Magic and Kareem and you know what I'm saying, all the way up to Vlade Divac, man. Like, and I respected Kobe. Yeah, I respected Kobe, Shaq. You know, like I ain't gonna never stunt like the Lakers wasn't a great organization. They always was, and the rivalry between them and the Celtics back in the day used to be lit. But it's just, I mean, in the rivalry between them and what's the name
Celtics.
too? No, not the Celtics, and it was another squad, Isaiah and them, Detroit, yeah. They used to go hard, bro. And I used to love watching the games like that. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays,
what I just saw though? Something interesting I just found out.
What's that?
I was looking at NBA stats, random NBA stats.
Yeah.
You know how we always hear about how players are bigger, stronger, faster now than they were in like the black and white days, like the 1950s, Bill Russell's and early basketball days, right?
Yeah.
Do you realize the average height of players back then is the same as it is now?
Yeah, it's always been basketball. Ain't shit changed. Nothing but the way they play it.
That messed me. Well, and I learned some other stuff we're gonna talk about. But that kind of surprised. Excuse me. That kind of surprised me.
That damn pen in your hand there.
Don't play with. I thought that I thought that the league was so much different now. But I did a little research.
Yeah.
and I found out the average height is 6'6". It's like 6.67 or 6.7667 inches. It's the same. They're the
Yeah.
same height. It's
Mhm.
just that maybe you could argue that they're a little bit more athletic now, but the league used to be really violent. Did you know in 1891,
$18.91.
when it was first invented,
Yeah.
they used to play in steel cages, basketball, and it
I
was a very
believe it.
physical game. The very first basketball game of all time in 1891 in Springfield, Massachusetts. Do you know what the final score after 30 minutes was?
Should probably 4-4. Shit. Niggas
It
probably,
was 1-0.
man, they probably beat each other ass out there. You
That's
hear me?
all they did. And they said that they
Man,
used to throw dudes against this metal wire cage, and
yeah,
cats used to bleed through the cage. Then in the early 1900s, they had a mesh net around the court. And then
yeah,
obviously the game evolved and they
yeah,
took away all the nets and barriers and they stopped the physicality or decreased it. It's been decreasing for over 100 years. Blew my
yeah,
mind.
yeah.
Crazy.
That's crazy. You're right, it is. It's hella crazy, man,
Mhm.
to even think to be doing live cage matches and shit. But I
Right?
mean, when it's all said and done, you know, the evolution of the game, it was inevitable, and it's good that it came out the way that it did. The
Yes.
problem is that it never sat stagnant because right now the evolution of it is starting to. It's not the same. You know what I'm saying? Like you would expect the game to get better, but the way they breeding these boys now is like you're only gonna have one way to play. Like if you find a phenomenal athlete and he play basketball, normally he's like LeBron. They say, oh, his overall game is the shit, but really LeBron ain't that great at defense.
Well, let's talk about it. Where are you
Man,
getting this
just
from? Where are you
man,
getting this from?
I'm being honest from watching the games. Okay, so you run and catch you pin a couple shots on the backboard, and
You
everybody
mean
call
chase
you.
down blocks?
I mean, yeah, if you faster than everybody else, Russ Westbrook done chase down blocks. Shit, Serge Ibaka done chase down blocks. Anthony Davis done chase down blocks. Hell, John Morant has chased down blocks. Shit,
So you're
so
saying that LeBron just isn't good at defense. That's all you're saying.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm saying his defense could be a little bit better for him to be the king and the chosen one and all that. I mean, like Kobe's defense was unmatched. Jordan's defense was unmatched. Like you
Who
and
has more blocks? Jordan or LeBron James?
bro, he was taller than both of them. Like LeBron is like what 6'9", and both of
He's
them
just a
was
better player than Michael Jordan, but I hear you. He needs to work on his
no
defense.
man, no, he
Do you know
never not
LeBron James
overall,
is
not
leading
over.
the league in scoring? He's actually
That's
number
this
2 now.
league though. That's this league though. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
if we really talking about this league, shit,
I knew that, you know.
the best player in the NBA is Kevin Durant. LeBron ain't got shit on KD. He just ain't the chosen one. That's all.
Well, I'm starting to like the Slim Reaper a lot more,
Who
right?
got the
He is
most
from
rings though?
OKC.
I mean, but who got the most rings though?
LeBron. Oh, you mean between LeBron and Michael Jordan?
No, I'm talking about between LeBron and KD. Like
KD got one ring.
KD ain't got no one ring, dude.
He won with the
Hey,
Warriors. That's it.
he won with the Warriors like 3 times, bro. You know what I'm
No, he
saying?
didn't.
Bro,
Hey, Alexa,
he got more than
how
one
many
ring, bro.
championship rings does Kevin Durant have?
Kevin Durant has won 2 NBA championships.
Two.
He won
Okay,
two.
so he got two with the Warriors. Okay.
No, I buy Ace all the time. I don't need to know his number. Uh, but look,
Alexa ain't shit, bro. I'm telling you.
she ain't, bro.
But yeah,
But he got 2 rings.
Okay, so he got 2 rings, and within those 2 rings, tell me how Kevin Durant didn't lead, lead, okay, the championship run with 3 or 4 other of the best players that ever could be. Like if Kevin Durant failed and hurt himself and was out, he still had Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Andre Iguodala, Sean Livingston. You know what I'm like? They still had a
Yep.
roster. But with
Did you
LeBron,
just say Sean Livingston, bro?
yeah, Sean Livingston was cold, man. Coming up, real talk. Like y'all looking at the
He
old
did play
Sean.
with them on one of them late
Yeah,
championship
y'all
teams. You're
looking
right.
at the old Sean Livingston right now. You better go back to college. And when he came into the league, Sean Livingston was just as good as Rudy Gay and all of them, bro. But
That's a hot take. That's a hot take. Yep.
but anyway, like the fact is just LeBron has never been able to go to a team and win with that team without uprooting, changing, picking from the pot. Like this team that the Lakers got right now, this is LeBron's failure. This ain't on the Lakers. This ain't Jenny Buss. This all she did was gave that man a
Rob
green light.
Pelinka and Jenny Buss pull the strings. LeBron
Bro,
is fifth in line.
Bro,
as far as the decision
they signed the checks. LeBron was sitting in his backyard with Russ and Melo and CP3 and all of them when they had that video talking it out. And AD even said we had that dinner with Russ and we talked to Russ. Like, come on, bro. Like, they know what they doing. They ain't crazy. And Kyrie even admitted to that. Like, LeBron kind of has Kyrie said, like, LeBron kind of runs it. He kind of has the team. And he kind of makes some of the decisions. That's why he wanted to leave and become his own man. He wanted to be able to make his own decisions. So
he's a coach on the floor. He's a GM in the locker room. And one day, mark my words, modern black man, LeBron James will be an owner, a GM, a coach at the least in this league, because his basketball legacy is not over.
Bro, they already setting all of that up.
Game.
They already setting all of that up, bro. They've already set all of that up. He's gonna be the next Michael Jordan when it comes to brands and money and all of that. That's why they starting a LeBron clothing brand and underwear brand and suits and ties and shit. This is the same stuff Michael Jordan got, bro. Like every business of succession has to have an heir. And that's
LeBron
just the way
made
it goes.
$1 billion in salary, and he's made $1 billion off the court.
What do you think?
Just getting started.
But what do you think Jordan has made? What do you think he was making? Do you know that if Jordan
made $1 billion from Jordan Brand,
bro, if Jordan would have been selling his brand and creating his brand and becoming his brand in this day and age of social media and all the stuff that's going on, Jordan would have been a billionaire before he made 30. You dig what I'm saying? Because that was the first clothing brand by sports that was respected. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like the kids and all that make it. The kids and stuff make it all right now because they used to what they see. But back in the day, Jordan made those other people see why it was okay to be and okay to wear. You know what I'm saying? Because the way he performed.
Michael Jordan changed culture. He was the first. He broke so much ground. And he was great. Michael Jordan was great. But it's only because of the romantic attachment that people have to the past. It's because people want to have that 90s feeling today that they're so attached to Michael Jordan. Watching these guys side by side, I don't understand it, but I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, man.
Jordan was an okay ball player. He was great.
Sports ain't real. Sports ain't real life like what you live in right now every day when you sit on the couch and when you go. Sports lives from the past. That's the only way that you can actually evolve in sports is by utilizing all the past awards and records and stats and all of that in order to get better. Like you don't, like, in order for you to be better, you don't have to go by your dad and your mom. Stop advertising, bro. These niggas ain't paying us. What the hell, man?
But I just wanted to make sure I got my morning Dunkin'.
But I mean, like,
opportunities are available. Please inbox me at Chubby Idris over on all platforms.
Okay. But honestly though, man, like, you ain't never sat down and talked to your mom and she said to you, like, your daddy had 3 jobs. He made this amount of money and then he evolved into this. And before you knew it, he had 18 pair of shoes and he had 15 pair of jeans and 4 pair. Like, you don't hear them stats from your parents. So you don't have those stats to go off of. Like, I got to have more jeans than my daddy, man. I got to have more shoes than my daddy did. Well, that's how sports work. You got to have more wins than this last year. You got to have a better point guard than last year. Like, you got to go from them stats. You know what I'm saying? So you have to live from the past in sports in order for sports to be better and to keep circulating. So it ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the same as like real life. You don't want to live off the past in real life, or the motherfuckers like myself who done been homeless before be homeless once a year, every year. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want that. We want the right kind of evolution. You know what I'm saying? So it's
I respect that. I respect that. So we kind of talked about some prominent players in the league, and just like I had to lead with, LeBron's leading the league in scoring again. I don't know who's going to win the championship this year. If I had money to put on it, obviously I would say the Lakers first. No. But who's second? I don't like the Bucks, the Nets.
I don't know, bro. I think on the East, it's gonna end up being the Bulls and the
Yeah.
Bucks. It's gonna end up being the Bulls and the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? Even though Charlotte gonna bounce around in there a little bit.
Is that a
too.
prediction, Bobby?
Yeah, I think it is, man. I think it's gonna be the Bulls and the Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals, and I think it's gonna be the Suns and the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals. And
Suns Lakers sounds right. Suns Lakers.
And I can absolutely see, and I know this is gonna sound crazy, bro, but I could absolutely see a Bulls versus Warriors championship.
I ain't gonna press you to make that a prediction quite yet.
But I'm just saying, I could see that though. I could see that happening though, because the East Coast ain't ready for this 3-guard lineup. They've never seen it before, and that's why Billy Donovan and number one. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But the fact is, the Suns know it because Chris Paul led it last year with the Thunder. You know what I'm saying? His last year with the Thunder, so they led the 3-guard lineup with Billy Donovan. So it's like, the hardest part of it all is going to be having to face that 3-guard lineup again when you know what you can and can't do as far as defensively. So I think the Warriors going to wind up playing the Suns. They're going to wind up winning. It may even go 6 games, 7 games, and then I think
you said a lot.
Like I'm serious, bro. I'm serious, bro. And it ain't the pen talking.
I'm the 3-guard lineup thing. That could be the trend of the NBA, right? So you have the Warriors and the Bulls, the East and the West, both with 3-guard lineups.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm starting to buy in a little bit, but the Bulls, they're cold, bro.
Yeah,
DeMar
man.
DeRozan is playing out of his mind. Zach LaVine straight. Lonzo Ball, I think he's starting to prove that he is worthy of all the hype his father was talking about, because him and LaMelo, they legit.
Bro, I think the problem with Lonzo Ball has never been Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball has always been consistent in the way that he plays basketball. If you've ever watched him play when he was in LA and then now in New Orleans, and then, when he was in New Orleans and then now in Chicago, his consistency is there, bro. He's a traditional point guard. He's a pass-first point guard. He was always looking for opportunities to play with the right people. But the problem was in every status of the game that he was in before now, it was always a super fucking star on the team that they had to feed the ball to every which way possible. So when he played with the Lakers, it was always about LeBron. Hell, he couldn't even develop good because LeBron was bringing the ball down and everything. You know what I'm saying? So it was like you got a traditional point guard that's a rookie that can't even develop because they superstar athlete does it all. He's a point forward. Like, that shit's weird. Okay, so
it's redundant.
So now you got him in New Orleans, and they're trying to recreate the same thing by sending Josh there, Brandon Ingram there, Lonzo there, and then now Zion is supposed to be fucking LeBron. You know what I'm saying? And then, seriously, for New Orleans, that's what it was supposed to be. You got Drew. You had Drew Brees from New Orleans Saints talking about, Zion, I passed the torch to you, buddy. I passed you the air of New Orleans. Like, what the hell, bro? Like, they just put so much pressure on that little dude. And then you got a point guard down there that want to pass the ball to Brandon Ingram because he done been playing for 2 years and he pretty damn good. Even Kevin Durant done said, I see my game in him, and everybody want him to see
point guard. You talking about Josh Hart or Devontae Graham?
No, I'm talking about Josh Hart when they all had to go there from LA to New Orleans, and they was down there playing with Zion.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They wanted to recreate the Lakers with Zion being LeBron. It's what I'm saying. They gave him Josh Hart, they gave him Brandon Ingram, they gave him Lonzo Ball. All these boys was playing in LA. You know what I'm saying? So they was trying to recreate in New Orleans, and it was like, give Zion the ball. Zion needs the ball. Give Zion the ball. Make Zion perfect. Make Zion great. But
Yeah.
Zion wasn't ready for all of that shit.
Man,
You know what I'm
Zion
saying?
messed up though. His diet's bad. They had to cut him off from I swear to God, they had to cut him off from Popeye's Chicken in the arena. They took Popeye's Chicken
Out of
out
the
of the
arena.
Smoothie
Yeah,
King
well,
Center.
hey man, it be like that sometimes, bro. You got to protect your investment. And that's exactly what he was. So, you know what I'm saying? And he was a kid, bro. That's the number one problem that I have with sports.
He's only 21 now, right?
Yeah, he just turned 21, and it's like, or
Yeah.
22. I don't know, but
He's young.
my problem is people like Jordan had longevity in the game like he did because he came out of college with a good mindset. He made himself a man in college, and when he got to the NBA, he wasn't tripping off coke and drinking at halftime and smoking cigarettes, and he was a man now. You dig what I'm saying? So that's why he was able to turn that team around and lead that team. Now imagine a young 18-year-old Michael Jordan coming fresh out of high school around all that coke.
His name is LeBron James. He doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he only has
but he wasn't playing on the team in Cleveland with guys that was firing up blunts in the locker room at halftime and taking shots of fucking Hennessy and smoking cigarettes and shit before the game, and he wasn't playing with a guy on his team. Tristan Thompson wasn't leaving and going to Vegas to hang out with.
Tristan Thompson was knocking down everything.
He wasn't leaving.
Down everything.
He wasn't leaving for the weekend and going to Vegas to kick it with Carmen Electra and come back the day of the game and then ball out. Like he wasn't doing all of that shit.
But Michael Jordan played with Dennis Rodman.
That's who I'm talking about.
That's
who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like LeBron didn't have all of that, bro. He just had he had a shit roster. That's all LeBron had.
Okay. That's all. Well, J.R. Smith did. He looks like he got Henny in his Gatorade bottle, but that's speculation.
Yeah, I mean, J.R. was good in New York. He played fire down there with Melo, all of that shit. But sometimes your peak come a little too fast. Life come at you fast, and by the time he got to Cleveland with LeBron, shit, his peak was done. J.R. was just there. He was Marshawn Lynch.
He was no longer J.R. Swish.
Yeah, he was Marshawn Lynch, nigga. I'm just here so I don't get fined. You hear me? Like he wasn't.
Right.
He wasn't on all that championship DNA type shit like LeBron was. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you remember that finals game? Was it 1918 where he made that big mental error lapse? Yeah.
Well, you know, and again, that comes with playing with the superstar. You know what I'm saying? You in the clutch time, in the clutch series, and you got the best player in the world on your team, and you trying not to fuck up. You're gonna fuck up. Like you doing your best. That's like you going out with the sexiest woman you've ever met in your life, and she a superstar, and everybody know her and waving at her and high, and you want to impress her. Well, guess what you gonna do? Guess what's gonna happen while y'all eating and out kicking it? You know what I'm saying?
The worst. Yeah.
So God love J.R. Smith.
I mean, it be like that though. You're very right. And I mean, looking at the modern league now, there are a lot of super dynamic players. You got Joker. I think Ben Simmons needs something. I think that the Celtics, they need to make a move by free agency, and I think the Heat are going to slip by and do something big. I don't think they're going to go to the championship, but I think they're going to knock down a few teams in that East. I think
they always do. Once Jimmy come back, it's going to be some reparations together.
Reparations.
But you said Philly, bro. Hey, man, I love Philly as a football organization. The Eagles, that's my squad, bro. That is.
We ain't talking about the Eagles yet. We talking about the Sixers, man.
The Sixers, bro. That is a shit organization. That's one of the worst fucking organizations I have ever seen in my existence,
Elton Brand,
bro.
The president of GM.
Bro, I don't give a fuck if it's Tommy Hilfiger brand. It's horrible. They've never done anything right. They've never done anything right. And the way they're doing it right now, bro, they are ruining these guys' careers, man. They
Joel Embiid. Embiid's doing good.
No.
Tobias Harris was cold.
No. Joel Embiid could have been 2 times what he is right now if they wouldn't have stolen his rookie year. They did it to him. They did it to Markelle Fultz. They did it to Ben Simmons. They did it to every one of their prominent rookies. Somehow, some way, these boys
can't rebuild like that. Or is that an excellent strategy to get that first round draft pick next year?
But that's
is to get the
stupid,
first round,
bro.
tank.
That's stupid. That's stupid. That's stupid. That's stupid. That's stupid.
Genius.
That's like buying the food that you love and letting it sit in your cabinet for 2 months and then going back to try to eat it. It ain't expired, fool. You supposed
I
to
do
been
that all
ate
the time.
that shit. You supposed to been ate that, bro. Like, how do you take the number 1 pick in the league and Markelle Fultz, ruin his shot and make him sit on the bench for an entire year?
Yeah.
How do you take Ben Simmons, one of the most prominent small forwards in the league, and sit him on the bench for an entire year and bring him back and say he a rookie? How do you take one of the best shooting centers in the league, rookie year, and sit him on the bench for a year and then bring him back? And each time it's something wrong with him. He hurt, his shoulder not right, his knee not good. Come on, man. This dude just went to college and just played a state championship ass NCAA game like 4 months ago, and now all of a sudden he can't play for a whole season. Like, come on, man. It's like what I think what they was doing was trying to preserve the athlete. It was like trying to red shirt in the professional game. And all you do is you squeeze that adrenaline and that motivation and that enthusiasm and that robust want to win out of those players by making them sit on the bench for a whole year.
So you were in your 30s in like 83 when they were great. It's been a while.
Man, I can't believe you say that bullshit, bro.
But
it's been a minute, bro. That's some bullshit. That's what's up.
It's been a minute.
That's
and you're right. They keep playing this strategy, and I think it is to partially tank so they can be high up in the draft the following year, but they're getting nowhere. They're running in quicksand.
Yeah, that's that process.
And they trade away everybody good. I think that Jimmy Butler, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, and Ben Simmons team, if they were a couple more seasons maturing together, I think they would have something. I think it'd be very competitive.
Well,
and they would actually defunct the Celtics.
The ones that seen it and they felt it coming got out. Jimmy Butler left. Nerlens Noel wanted out, and he was coming in the league. Jeremy Grant got out. He went to the Thunder. Bro, like all of these guys.
Bro, you a Sixers fan.
All of these guys, bro. Real talk. Like all of these guys, bro. I'm an NBA fan. That's what I am. Like I watch almost everything, but my selection is the Thunder. So it's like watching all of these guys and seeing how they play the game and how everybody evolved from their rookie year on. The Sixers never done it right. They never did it right. And they ruined these guys. Markelle Fultz right now, man, they ruined that little guy, and he's prone to injury from whatever it is they trainers did to him. But when he finally sat out for them 2 years and got healed up and got his shot back and all of that, he went to Orlando and clowned. You know what I'm saying? And then he got hurt.
Had a triple-double.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, little dude was balling, man. But it's the same way with Ben Simmons, man. They sat him down for a year. And then when he came back to play and they quote unquote start calling him a rookie, his first 2 years wasn't shit. Ben Simmons was horrible. You know what I'm saying?
I think him and Lonzo Ball are pretty comparable, but I would have to say Lonzo's just a better guard. Ben Simmons might need to play the 3. He's a great passer.
I thought he was a small forward.
No, bro, he's a 6'7", or even taller than that. He's a point guard. He's huge.
Man, I think that's what Philly make him. I think Philly trying, bro. Everybody trying to do this positionless basketball shit, and they trying to make
point
that man
forward
a point
is a
forward.
position.
That is not a damn position, bro. That is not.
He's
just
a 3.5 guard. Or is that a 2.5?
Bro, that's bullshit. That is not a position. Just like Froggy style, it's not a fucking position. Like
this nigga say Froggy style.
It's not a position, bro. There's no.
It's the
such
modern
thing.
NBA, and it's what I don't like. I want true NBA. Position ball. I want you to play 1 through 5 and own your position. The 1 to distributes, facilitates, orchestrates, and then the 2 dish it, splash. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what brought excitement to the NBA? The thing that brought excitement to the NBA was 80s and 90s basketball. That's what brought excitement to the NBA, because all the way up until the 80s, when Magic showed up and Jordan showed up and Worthy and Bird and all of them, basketball wasn't shit. And then now after they all gone and they start looking at the draft class more than the sport back when it started in 2003, basketball stopped being good then too. And it's just like they went from learning how to play the game to specialize in the game to specializing the player.
Specialist. Yeah.
No, to specializing on the player. Like when I say specializing, I mean like they specialized in learning the game. Basically, they built basketball all the way up into the 70s. The Afros, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, all of them, man, you know what I'm saying? They all was playing ball. Dr. J, everybody, they was learning the sky hook. They was learning to shoot the three. They was straight developing the game.
Yeah.
Then when the 80s came around, that's when you got the Showtime Lakers and Jordan and all of them and the White Hope in fucking Boston and the shooting scene in Indiana. And you know what I'm saying? Like they had developed the game and now they was specializing the game. They was building the brand. They was making the characters. They was really telling the story. And it was good, man. And what made it good was that they had a position for everybody. They had the big men, you know what I'm saying? They had Elijah Wan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Shaq and Dwight Howard, like all these guys. Karl Malone, they all really played a role at center. Yeah. And then you had the power forwards, you know what I'm saying, that really played their role, you know. Yeah, I mean, like it was a good thing. And you looked forward to the draft because it was like, I can't wait till this point guard come in because he gonna straight play point. I can't wait till this small forward come in because he can straight shoot that three. I can't wait till this power forward come in because he can control that paint with the center and they double down. It's cold, but now it's not like that. Now you got 6'5", 6'4" guards straight playing center.
Yeah. LeBron played center. He played 5.
Yeah, so I think the modern NBA has ruined fucking basketball, bro. I think they really ruined it. I don't think there's no exception to the rules anymore. It's like the gang warfare right now in the streets. There's no code.
I don't understand how Bloods wear blue now, but yeah.
Hey, man. But you know what? Back in the day, man, when I was growing up, if you was an OG, you could wear whatever color you wanted. It wasn't about the colors that you had on your body. It was about the rag that was in your pocket and the colors that was on your head and your feet. So like you could have on an all red outfit, but if you had on blue shoes, blue hat, or blue rag, everybody knew what you really was. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how it was. But you was an OG though. Only the OGs, like all the young niggas, everybody was wearing the Royals and the lights and the neighborhood colors and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So it was different, man. I ain't finna talk to you about this shit, B. We was talking about them whack ass Lakers.
Hey man, we gonna finish up NBA. We're gonna go to the next league and then the next topic. But those are really good points. The modern NBA upsets me because I don't like all this outside shooting, perimeter play. I want y'all to bang. I want y'all to, you know what I mean? Clean glass, we just go at it. But
you know,
I think that's the finals. That's the playoffs. You know.
Yeah. I mean, like I get what you're saying, and I like that part too. But I like the competitive edge of a few shooting guards that know how to shoot 3-pointers going at it. I like
who's the best.
Well, hold on, man. Wait a minute. I like the idea of a great game with 2 great point guards bringing the ball down and doing their job. You know what I'm saying? I like the idea, like you say, banging it out in the paint, 2 centers down there just straight going and a few elbows here, and you know what I'm saying? He just straight drop stepped and ooh, you know what I'm saying? Like I like seeing that. Like that's real basketball to me. I don't really like all that, like you say, where you got a 7'9" they got there shooting threes. Who gonna block that shit? This nigga wingspan 8'4". Like who's really gonna block that shit out in the perimeter? You know what I'm saying? So no, man, like I dig it being paint type, OKC type ball. Oh, wait, did I say that? Huh? Did you hear that? A few voices. Thunder forever. Oh my God. Okay.
I didn't hear that. I ain't hear that.
Oh my God. I don't know, bro. It was just a few of them talking.
So you already know what's coming up next.
Oh shit. I don't know. I don't have a clue what's coming up next.
You know what's coming up next because the NBA, the final question I have in it before we go to this awesome next topic. Who is the best 2 guard in the league?
Right now, bro?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, at first it was always you could say Donovan Mitchell, but I guess right now, shit, if you really want to go there, we got to say Bradley Beal.
Ooh, he's out right now for COVID still.
Yeah.
But he ain't popping like he was last year. His numbers are down a little bit, but he nice.
That's because he got a team like that he could actually share the ball with now. Like he not last year it was just him and Russ last year. You know what I'm saying? But
and
now
Russ was back to double-digit assists in
no,
DC.
I mean that's what I'm saying. You just said it, assists. Russ was back to double-digit assists. He was feeding Brad. That's what was giving him that scoring title. Russ do that with everybody. But what I'm saying right now, he literally has a team. He got Montrez down there. He got Kyle Kuzma now. He got, you know what I'm saying? Like he got some shooters on his team. He got some people that ain't afraid to play a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So
they're competitive.
Yeah, so they looking good out there right now. Washington actually looks pretty damn good, to be honest with you. But I think they rank 10th right now, though, ain't they?
They're falling. They're falling in the East. But since we're talking about greatness, the greatest NFL franchise of all time, we all know it, the winningest NFL franchise of all time. No one has more rings than the kings of the NFL.
Are you talking about Tom Brady?
No, he has 7 rings, but he only won 6 in Boston.
I know,
rings came from Tom Brady. Guess how many 6-birds got? You about to get 7. It's our year, 2022. Ben, he about to do it. Speak life into it. What you think about the Steelers defeating the Kansas City Chiefs at home?
Did that happen already?
Gonna happen.
No.
Full faith.
I don't think so, bro. Where's Mike Tomlin, man? Where's Mike Tomlin?
He's ready.
Are you sure?
Mike Tomlin? He's ready.
Are you sure?
It's going to be phenomenal coaching when they meet. I'm being so serious right now because this team defensively is superior. I think the Kansas City Chiefs defense is underrated.
Wait a minute. I thought Mark Tomlin has narcolepsy now. Ain't he narcoleptic now? Don't he fall asleep before the end of the game and all that type of shit?
His blood sugar was low. That game. He skipped lunch and he was too busy. He was focusing on taking down the Baltimore Ravens because they won against them. That's a good team. You know, the AFC North is great. The Bengals, the Browns, the Ravens, and the Steelers are probably 4 of the best teams in the NFL.
Oh my God. Hey,
to be superior in that division, it's separation.
Hey, Chubb. Hey, quick impression.
Stop! Don't do it.
Did we win? Who was that? Is this charades? Who was that?
Bruh, I don't know. I don't know what happened with all that, but like when you are at a higher level and you communicate in a spiritual realm as well as this physical realm,
that nigga in the
things like that can happen.
He pointed them
things like that can happen.
Oh my God. Hey, y'all gonna win the Super Bowl in the Tobey Maguire version of the game. Not the Tom Holland world. Y'all ain't gonna be in the Tom Holland version. Y'all gonna win in the Tom.
You don't think they have
the Garfield multiverse? Y'all gonna win in the Tobey Maguire.
You heard it here first. The Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm predicting this. Defeat the Kansas City Chiefs 24-17.
Bro, these lies you telling right now made me put my pen down and refire up my blunt. I can't believe this shit.
So you don't think I'm asking? You don't think the Pittsburgh Steelers have a chance?
No, I've answered this. I said no.
Why?
Because they're no longer a postseason team. They play well in the preseason. They play well in throughout the regular season. But when it comes to the postseason, they are the James Harden of NFL.
we about to go to the next team. But Patrick Mahomes' numbers are down. Mm-hmm. And I really think that their offense is somewhat diluted. I don't know what's happening in Kansas City, but they're not as potent of an offense as they were 1 or even 2 years ago.
I give you that. I mean, honestly, bro, I will admit, bad as I hate to say it, man, tell Mo I said kiss my ass. I really do think that the Cowboys are playing pretty well this season. I mean, the Eagles are too, though. We headed to the playoffs. Don't hate.
The Eagles made it? Seriously?
We 8-7 right now, I think. You know what I'm saying? So
8-7 is 17 games.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, we 8-4.
No, that's right. That's 17. I'm tripping.
Wait, I'm tripping.
I don't know. 8-9 would be 17.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Look it up on your Google thing like you always do and shit.
Hey, Alexa.
Oh no.
What is the Philadelphia Eagles record this season?
The Eagles finished the season second in the NFC East at 9-8.
9-8.
Okay, there we go. They finished
7.
I
didn't think you guys would get more than 7 games, but miracles happen. So
because you're a hater, bro. That's why. You know what, man? I tell you what, bro. I really, really hope your beard grow out and you look like fucking Isaac Hayes in 2 years, and you never be able to shave that shit off. I hope 4 birds move into it and a
I'm about to go
squirrel.
to the barbershop in about an hour though. I'm gonna get touched
I
up
hope
here
you
in a
have,
minute. I'm about to be
I
fresh.
hope you have Missouri conservative wildlife living in your beard in 2 years, simply
Damn,
because.
you said I'm gonna have dogwood and all that.
Oh man, that is fucked up, bro. Hey,
But
you
y'all
don't
are
be
not.
hating on
We
these.
just heard it. We just heard it. 9-8
Fly,
is pretty good.
fly
9
Eagles
and
fly,
8 is
baby.
good.
Fly
Second
Eagles
in the
fly.
NFC East.
I
So
told you
first
we
has
was
to be the
headed.
Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah,
And then third is what, the Giants? Or the Redskins? The Redskins and then Giants?
Probably the Redskins, I think. I don't think it's the Giants. It might be the Giants,
Oh,
though.
I'm sorry. I said football team. Let me correct myself. I was there for the whole thing. I'm sorry about that. The football team.
Yeah, you talking about Washington?
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's horrible, man. I hate they did that to that squad like that, man.
I got a
You know what
homie
I'm
in
saying?
DC. He got the Redskins tatted on him, right? He got all the clubs in DC tatted on him, and they changed the doggone team. That's crazy.
Yeah, ain't that crazy, bro?
Man,
tell him he a side chick now. He shouldn't even he shouldn't even did that shit.
I mean, it's dope because it's history, but it's like, dang, who sees that coming? You know?
That's crazy. You know, well, let's look at it like this. If he ever get kidnapped by 4 Navajo Indians, when they take his shirt off to kill him, they're gonna press they're not gonna apply that much pressure. They're gonna leave him alone, they're gonna let him go. They're gonna say, hey man, you a diehard. So
right,
we're
you a
gonna
real
let
one
you
for
go.
that.
You know what I'm saying? They probably gonna call him an Uber or just drop him off somewhere. He's not gonna get a ride home, but you know, he'll be alive. That's all that matters. Yeah,
that's true. So that's the NFC East. Is there anybody else we need to talk about in the NFC East?
No, we don't need to talk about football no more.
Wait.
Period.
I forgot about the team that's first. What about them Cowboys?
Oh my God, bro! Nobody cares about the Cowboys.
I had never liked the Cowboys. You understand me? But they look good. They are a real football team. Finally, I've never been able to look at the Cowboys and be like, man, they cold. I love T.O. I love T.O. playing for him. Yeah. But now they're a complete team.
I mean, I like them when they had Emmitt Smith and Troy Aikman and all them. They was a complete team. That's when they was America's team. I liked them back then.
They were the warriors of football.
Like I could tolerate them back then, but now, nah, man. Only thing good about them is Zeke and Dak. But shit,
Zeke got over 1,000 yards. He got 1,002 yards, so he cool. He got his rack for the season.
Bro,
and Pollard had about almost 800 yards. So clearly, there's a run game there.
Well, Zeke gonna do that every season. He gonna get Zeke gonna get 1,000 yards every season till he turned 30. I promise you that.
He didn't get 1,000 last season.
He got hurt.
And then the season before that, I think his production was down too. But I'm a fan. Zeke is great. I'm just saying that as far as this team, all the elements are finally in place. They're fully balanced. They're competitive, and I think they finally have credibility. Because come on now, they were America's joke for a while. They Tony Romo after was that the butt fumble? The bad setup for the kick. Like after that, it just wasn't the same. No, that was Mark Sanchez. That was a butt fumble.
No, but I was gonna say that was San Diego, I think, wasn't it? Mark Sanchez. No, Mark Sanchez played with who did he play with?
Eagles. No,
he wasn't with the Eagles.
Jets.
It might have been the Jets.
But yeah, they I'll give them credit. I'll give them credit. I'm a big enough man today to give them credit that they look good into the playoffs in the first round. Yeah. I think they could win that game. I would bet on it.
They may go a little bit further than you think, man. Like the Cowboys definitely is a postseason team. They do turn it up. They do kick it in the second gear when they go to the postseason. But most of the time with the Cowboys, the reason why they don't go when they don't win is because they beat themselves. So it's just one of them type of things where, you know, if they can get a good level of defense and a productive offensive game, I think they'll be okay. But
get off the Cowboys jock, man.
Ain't that a bitch? What the fuck? Are you kidding me?
The Green Bay Packers. I think that's a team in the NFC that we need to watch. I think they could take out the Bucks, and I think they could take out the Cowboys.
They could. I mean, Aaron Rodgers always got something up his sleeve, bro. You never know what's gonna happen with him. Or old boy too from Yao Squad, what's his name? Roethlisberger.
Ben Roethlisberger,
Yeah, like
Hall of Famer, 18 seasons,
oh my God,
65,000 yards of just
bro, I didn't
pure
ask you to
meat
tie
and cheese.
that man cleats up. I just asked what his name was. Shit. So
Bro, I'm
I
getting
got
so
you
many
now.
DMs, instant messages, text messages about Ben Roethlisberger's retirement party in KC. Everybody trying to tell me to come pull up, get some ribs, and watch him lose. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think he's gonna ruin a lot of tailgate hopes. I really do.
I mean, again, you never can tell, man, with people like him because he know the game. I mean, he been in the game for a while, man. Like you got to realize, man, clutch situations are performed by experienced players. Like you gonna find the ones with the most experience that's gonna gather the best clutch performance. You ain't gonna find too many rookies, man. Too many youngins that's gonna play clutch and not fuck up. So, you know,
Mike Tomlin has 2 rings. I just wanted to issue that correction. I think the last time we had a conversation, you only gave Mike credit for 1. Yes, 2.
I never talked to you about Mike Tomlin and his rings. I never said a word.
Okay.
It wasn't me. I'm Shaggy right now. It wasn't me.
I'm sorry. It was about Ben. Me. It was about Ben. He won one with the Chin. And he won one with Mike. That's what
I think the rings we were talking about was Kevin Durant and the Golden State Warriors, sir. We had nothing to do with the NFL. I do not give 2 shits today. About Roethlisberger.
It bothered me. I couldn't
sleep my God,
because
man.
I had thought that we had a missing ring. So I found it. We got it. And again, like I said, Pittsburgh Steelers, winningest franchise in the history of the NFL, tied with the Boston Patriots. But I'm glad we covered the NFC. Let's move to the AFC. The Steelers probably should win the Super Bowl, but if it's not them, who else could do it besides them and the Chiefs? Who else in the AFC would you say?
Tom Brady is always going to be
NFC.
I know, but he's still going to always be a forecasted, entity in the whole Super Bowl situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, didn't they just win last year?
Yeah, I don't know who the Bucks play in the playoffs. They got the bye, maybe. Because I know the Packers have the bye. I'm just saying we established NFC. I don't know who in the AFC.
Oh,
besides the Chiefs.
Oh man, I don't know, bro. Like I can't say for the AFC because I don't really watch them that much. Like I told you, I watch the Eagles, bro. That's the whole thing about me. Like, if it ain't the Eagles or the Thunder, I could give 2 shits about the Lakers or the Dallas Cowboys or the Kansas City Chiefs or the stank ass jailbird ass Steelers. Okay,
jailbird. We didn't really talk too much about the Tennessee Titans, but I think that they could make a little bit of a run. The Bills could make a little bit of a run. And there's probably another honorable mention that I might be missing.
Hey, wait a minute. Who is the Titans quarterback right now?
Ryan Tannehill.
Bro, I think they should go ahead and take Deshaun Watson from the Texans. I really do. I really do. I'm not lying, bro. I think their programs are kind of the same. And I think the Texans, if they gave up Deshaun Watson, because they want to trade him anyway, so if they gave him up and put him in Tennessee, bro, with Deshaun Watson's run game, because Deshaun Watson is like a backyard version of Michael Vick if they really let him go.
Ooh.
I mean, if they just let him go and stop trying to make him a passing quarterback, just straight let him go, he has a balanced game, bro. Like he got a Cam Newton-ish kind of game. He always trying to follow what the coaches say, because I was just going to say because of his size and how he throws the ball. So if Deshaun Watson could get loose, bro, and they could just get that man a good offensive line, I really think that he could double his running game, and his passing game might be a little more accurate. You know what I'm saying? Because they just.
Would you take him in place of Jalen Hurts?
Nah, I wouldn't, because Jalen Hurts. I wouldn't because I'm saying because Jalen Hurts is much younger. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And not only that, but Jalen Hurts comes from a program at college that taught him how to see the field. So that's the reason why we 9-8, because that boy can pick and choose through them receivers, and he can do it fast. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Jalen Hurts is not a running quarterback. He's not one of those kind of quarterbacks naturally.
He's really not.
That's just gonna take off like shit, nigga. I'm out of here. Bye-bye food. Nah, he ain't on that. You know what I'm saying? He on that you know, he on that last set of rounds, last set of downs, my longest pass was 40 yards. This time I'm gonna try to go for 55. You know what I'm saying? He wanted them kind of quarterbacks, and he'll sideline your ass fast. Like he'll catch a receiver on the post just going down that sideline, and he'll let that motherfucker go. And you could see him do that when he played, you know what I'm saying, in college. So I think he was a good pick for the Eagles because the Eagles is a pass first organization. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why Mike Vick didn't work out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he had career highs with the Eagles, and his passing was at a career high, but he was not the Kevin Kolb, Donovan McNabb, Carson Wentz.
Yeah, because I was just going to say, if you look at when we won that Super Bowl, Carson Wentz, man, he played the game the way he played the game, and it ended up getting them hurt because that wasn't their program, their pass first program. And with him being as tall as he is, he would have worked out perfect at 6'11" passing that rock. But he wanted to get 6'11"? Out. Carson Wentz, bro. Carson Wentz tall. Carson Wentz tall as hell. Alexa, he tall as hell, bro. Carson Wentz? I'm telling you.
Carson Wentz is 6 feet 5 inches tall.
Oh, I thought he was 6'11". Okay, so he's 6'5". I know he's above standard size as a quarterback. Like he can really see over the line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He could see over the defensive line. I don't know why I thought he was 6'11", bro.
That sounded great though. I would have been a fan too.
Maybe I was thinking of a lineman or something, because some of them linemen be hella big and tall too. I don't know.
6'11"? How are you 6'11" and you got to get in the 3-point stance?
I don't know, bro. That's the same thing I said, because some of them college linemen were 6'6" and 6'7", and they'd be like 380 pounds, 356 pounds. Like them boys used to be huge, man. They was taller and bigger than a linebacker sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's their program, the supplemental program in school. I don't know. But either way, okay, so 6'5" is a good height for a QB, especially a running QB that can kind of pass a little bit because he got that stride. So he came out the pocket too much. He ended up hurting himself. But somebody like Jalen Hurts, he's not going to do that. But if you looked at our Super Bowl win, Carson Wentz, that running game, it played well throughout the regular season. But when that postseason came, they start doubling down on that shit. He ended up getting hurt, and then they threw Nick Foles in there, which is a pass first quarterback. And
brilliant.
Shit changed
Worked
the
out
whole
brilliant.
game. You know what I'm saying? Like not Andy Reid. What's
the high school coach you have? I don't know his name.
I forget my man's name, man.
Hey Alexa,
just
on
the
coach of the Philadelphia Eagles?
The Philadelphia Eagles head coach is Nick Sirianni.
Oh, they fired dude. Nick Sirianni's the coach now.
Okay, so it was the one that won the Super Bowl, not there no more. But he had a program, bro, a passing program for them boys, and hey, it helped them develop and evolve. And that's always been the Eagles thing, pass first. That's why Randall Cunningham and Donovan McNabb was such great quarterbacks there, because they knew how to pass the ball and they had that long arm, but they could run too, so it balanced their game out. You can't deny a balanced QB, bro. You can't deny one, especially one that could take off running and then still hit you while he going 5 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying? Running and can still throw an accurate ass pass. You know what I'm saying? To hit you in the pocket, bro, while he's running away from linemen and defensive ends and shit. Yeah, hey, that's a good balanced ass quarterback, man. That dude can play the game. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I like that. Yeah,
so,
but
go ahead.
I was finna say, but who else you got, man? Because I know you finna name some other lame ass team. Come on with it.
I'm actually in my mind, I'm trying to go through all the divisions, and I mean, I know I left somebody out. The Broncos probably aren't in it, the Chargers, the Raiders in the postseason, and the Chargers, right?
I don't know. I haven't been keeping up, bro, to be honest with you.
They are in the AFC West. So the Chiefs and the Raiders at least are going, and I think the Chargers are also going. That's like 3 teams from the AFC West. AFC North has the Steelers, the Bengals, and I think the Ravens just got eliminated. I'm not sure, but
I think the Browns got eliminated.
That's a lot of firepower from 2 divisions. And then you got the NFC East and NFC North.
Well, what about
the Cardinals?
What about I was going to say, what about the Vikings and the Cardinals?
Vikings made the postseason.
Did they?
Hey, Alexa, what's the Minnesota Vikings record?
The Vikings finished the season second in the NFC North at 8-9.
Ooh, maybe they made it. Hey, Alexa, are the Minnesota Vikings going to the playoffs?
The Vikings finished the season ranked second in the NFC North with a record of 8-9. They were
Okay.
eliminated from playoff contention.
Vikings were eliminated from playoff contention,
Okay. So they gone.
and they
All
were
right.
second. Yeah,
That's crazy. Are you serious? They were second and they got eliminated?
8-9. So your Eagles had one win on these guys, and they made it. That just tells you a lot about the NFC East. But the Cardinals, Kyler Murray,
You talking cash shit, boy.
Kyler Murray. I don't think we give him or his team enough talk. You got Christian Kirk. They have James Conner, AJ Green. I just said his name. And they've got to have another dominant receiver. I don't know who it is because my boy's out. D-Hop, he out.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think that's the team that we're going to hear something about. I think their defense is cool, and they've been highly competitive. I like watching Kyler Murray play because he kind of plays like a little Ben Roethlisberger. He doesn't run, vertically down the field, but he'll horizon your ass behind the line. And
I like him. I like him. I think he got a long career ahead of him, man. He just got to play the game the right way. That's all. But I like Kyler Murray. That's all. I do. I like him.
Yeah. So I think they could do something. You good.
Yeah.
And then the Rams. Didn't they used to be in your town?
Your town, nigga. You ain't you from St. Louis too?
I was a Rams fan for that like 2 years.
Oh, you just fair weather all up.
I was like, St. Louis doing it.
Boy,
but
you
I got
like
tired of going to the Edward Jones Dome when we had Steven Jackson. And why it smelled like that? And why the floors?
What the hell? Like what, man? You
you
like one of them
going
little white flowers? You know them little white flowers you can blow and then they fly off everywhere and there be little seedlings just floating in there everywhere. That's how your sports shit is. Like you just be all over the damn place. I don't know 2 damn years, man. Are you kidding me? How do you come from St. Louis and not like a team that we
I've been a Steelers fan my whole life. But
you still gotta like the home team too, though, bro. Like I'm a Thunder fan, die hard, true and through. But let St. Louis get a basketball team. I guess I'll have 2 teams because I'm not gonna not.
St. Louis can't do it though. That's a baseball hockey town.
Yeah, it's a soccer town now. Shit, I don't know, man. Yeah, they building a whole damn soccer stadium for the new Madrids and all of them to come and play here. Shit sucks. I'll tell you right now, it sucks.
I think I did. Is that by the new Busch Gardens or whatever?
I don't know. I'm
gonna
help you figure this shit out right now. I don't know. I don't have a clue. I don't pay no attention. I'm not a soccer fan. I like soccer when my daughter played it, and that was well over 15 years ago. So I don't have a clue. I don't know. You stressing me out, B. I gotta hit the weed. You stressing me out right now, B.
I ain't trying to
got me talking about soccer and shit. I don't know.
I just think that this has been a real interesting year in sports. I'm glad that we got to go over my 2 favorite leagues. I think we made some postseason predictions. To close out this one, I want to talk about Hall of Fame predictions. You choose.
Damn. Shit. I don't know. Like I don't even know.
Choose a league.
Russell Westbrook.
We're gonna talk about 3 lots. I can go first if you want to start NBA, because you know who I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I know who you're gonna say. Motherfucking Ben Roethlisberger.
Ben's a Hall of Famer. You can't even deny it.
I give him that, man. But all them old good old boys, man, from years ago. They didn't play long enough to where they earned their rights. Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger, Aaron Rodgers.
We agree.
Like
now
those guys.
Say crazy.
Man, no, I'm saying those guys, they deserve their spot. They deserve their jacket. They deserve their spot.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
NBA, you said LeBron James. Who else? The 2 and 3 spot, because we know number 1.
Megan Thee Stallion knees.
Harden?
Yeah,
Who?
Megan's knees. I think her knees should be in the Hall of Fame. Um,
KD.
I think KD, yeah, of course KD, bro. You already know, man. He should go in there before LeBron, to be honest. Shit.
Why? How? The numbers don't
Why?
dictate that.
How?
The
You
numbers do
guys,
not dictate that.
you Google stat guys. I don't know, man. I look at the game. I don't look at the stats. I look at
How
how
many
these
rings does
guys
Durant
play
have?
ball.
LeBron has twice as many rings. Twice as many rings. MJ only has 2 more rings because he was dominant for what, 8 years? Really, just 6. He three-peated twice. How easy is that?
So tell me this: how come LeBron's career has been substantially longer than Jordan's, and he still ain't fucking with Jordan?
He's 2 rings behind because everybody gets confused in these rings. Who cares about rings? Bill Russell's the greatest. If we just say
Nigga,
rings.
you the one start talking about rings. What you mean?
I think
LeBron
that
ain't
his
got more
game,
rings than Kobe.
look at the
Shit.
stats. He can do everything. There's no one that's been a better stat filler and just made it look effortless. There's
Man,
guys that specialize and they can dominate in 3, maybe 4 categories.
Nah,
LeBron's
man. You come talk to me when LeBron get more rings than Robert Horry. Yeah.
8, or he got 8.
He got 7 of them. You know what I'm saying? That boy been on more teams. That is the absolute NBA whore. He been bounced around. That's what you call
NBA
trafficking.
whore.
That's NBA sex trafficking right there. The way they moved that boy around them teams, gave him a ring for every time they touched him up. That's horrible. It's, you know what I'm saying?
But he made the moves. He made the moves. He was on the right team all the time.
You know, well,
He
you
was on
know,
the right team all the time.
he could shoot though. I mean, he was a good shooter though. He was a good perimeter shooter. He was one of those role players. You know what I'm saying? Those off the bench guys that you can count on. So why not? You know what I'm saying? If I know that you can come off the bench and you good for at least 3 to 4 3-pointers, you know, every game, then yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'll keep you around because shit, that's 12, 15 points I could use. You know what I'm saying? So
my boy, when he did that to Steve Nash, when he hit him with that right hip and Steve Nash went flying into the scoring table,
yeah,
that's when I was like, all right, you a dog.
yeah.
Like Robert Horry, I realized at that point, he's different.
He was though. I mean, but the thing is he was a horrible basketball player. He just was a good shooter. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
An enforcer, right? More or less. He was a 3-and-D specialist. One of the best and first to do it.
Well, I guess so. I mean, I don't know. I can't talk shit about them guys, man, because they pros. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I probably would never even join the church league. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's not my cup of tea. But I guess I'm one of those fat guys sitting in mama's basement talking shit on the computer.
So is Zion.
Yeah. Hey, well, you know, Zion getting paid millions to do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
He getting the bread. The bread. I think that's gonna be a topic for another day. I'd love to talk about Zion. I'd love to have Mo on the show because I know I've been to Smoothie King Center. It's a great environment. It's probably becoming one of my top 3 arenas now in the NBA. Yeah. So we'll definitely revisit that. Before we close out, is there any projects that you want to share or social media before we break?
I don't know, man. I don't ever be tripping off of that. Just check out, you know, BobbyDollarShow.com. Well, no, it's on the back. Check out BobbyDollarShow.com and you can check out Triple OG Stories. I'm dropping a few new episodes here soon. Check out the Big Homies podcast featuring myself, Big Homie Mo, and my Big Homie Chubbs right there. I mean,
what
that's
platform
about
can
it.
catch the Big Homies on?
Shit, all of them. Anywhere that you listen to your favorite podcast. Shit.
Right. What about social media for the Big Homies? Y'all got a little click. Y'all online? What y'all on? Y'all on like TikTok, Snapchat?
God, bro. You know, this is
Twitter.
So awkward when the person who runs the media is asking me about the damn media.
We're set up. Yeah, we got it, man, on all platforms. And we got all kind of funky content. So definitely check that out. The boys be making me laugh. All those platforms.
Man, we have fun, bro. We got good chemistry. It's fun, man. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully here, you know, we'll be able to move into something different with it and evolve and make a better podcast for ourselves. So that's about it, man. You can holler at me anytime you need to, man. BobbyDollarShow.com.
And y'all already know where to find me. I'm everywhere. Please check out my OnlyFans, my fan base. Twitter, Instagram,
Fucking on
Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, Christian Mingle, SoundCloud. Got a new mixtape.
Oh
I'll
my
let you go
god.
into the next episode. Peace.